Hey guys, and welcome back to a new video. This is a different type of video for today, and we are going to be making a door in Unreal Engine 5.7. So, let's get right into it. Okay, now first what you're going to do is you're going to make a folder called door. I already did so. Now, once you're in that folder, you're going to right click, go to Blueprint Class, select Actor. I'm going to call this BP underscore door, just like so. Once you double click into that, you can full screen. You're going to need a few things with this. You're going to click the add button right here, search for box collision. If you have that, you don't have to rename it, you can just keep it as is. Now you're going to need your mesh. You're going to need a door and your door frame. For the sake of this video, I will be using the Poppy Playtime ones. It really has no significance, but it is whatever. Now I'm going to line these up until I get about the center. Now what you're going to do is you're going to select your box. You're going to make sure it fits your door mesh. And you're going to make sure it also has enough room for your player to interact with it. So extend it kind of like this. You should have something that looks like this. I'll go to your event craft, compile and save, and get rid of these. You can delete those. You can add a variable called isPlayer in range. Make sure you have that. You can select your box. Scroll down on the right side. You're going to click this plus on this thing that says on component begin overlap. Click that. Do the same thing for on component end overlap. What you're going to do next is you are going to drag off from this pin, search for cast to, then you're going to get your player character. So for me that is first person character. Yours can be different depending on the project you have. Connect object to other actor. Now you're going to drag out your Boolean variable, connect it to this, and you're going to make sure it is on or true. Now you're going to drag out this white pen, and you're going to search enable input. Target is self. Player controller is just your player controller, so you're just going to search get player controller. Pretty much the same thing for this. Connect, drag. Make sure this is set to false. Now you're going to disable input. Target is self. Player controller is still player controller. Now here's where we get to have a little fun. You can right click and you can search for whatever interaction thing you have. I'm going to use the left mouse button. Now on pressed, I'm going to get a branch. So what you're going to do, hold B on your keyboard and left click. You have a branch. The condition is player in range. On true, you can search flip-flop. Now what this is going to do is it basically just allows you to open and close the door. From the A, you're going to drag it out, you're going to search timeline. Call this open door. From the B, you're going to drag it out and connect it to reverse. Now you're going to double click on open door, add a track, add a float track, call this track alpha, Now you're going to set the length to 0.5. Now that you should have something like this, you're going to right click, add key, the time is 0, value is 0. Going to right click again, add another key, time 0.5, value 1. Compile and save, go back to the event graph. On alpha, you are going to get lerp rotator. I'm going to keep the A the same, but you can output your values, go to the viewport, figure out which way you want it to open. So for me, this would be negative 90 degrees on my Z value. So negative 90, keep the A at 0. You drag out the update, or set relative rotation. You're going to get, it should automatically come up with your door. So that's the door. Then you get return value, new rotation, and save. You're going to minimize this tab. What you're going to do now is you're going to pull this out into your scene. And hit play, and as you can see, it opens. Pretty cool. And you see, as soon as you step out, I am left clicking and it is not opening. Pretty cool, right? Now, if you really want to be extra, you can add sound effects down here. You just have to make sure you do play sound for both A and B. But that is it for this tutorial. Hope you found this helpful. And yeah, that's it for today's video. VTG signing